Hello everyone and welcome to a game between Infi versus Mango. Infi's choosing random and getting undead. So this will turn into an undead versus undead mirror match. He's going up against Mango, who is spawning as the yellow undead player over here on the bottom right hand side of Tide Hunters, as Infi has spawned as the green undead. Gonna go ahead and speed things up to the 2-minute mark. Let's see what strategies will come of this. And Infi going for a delayed altar of darkness. It looks as though, well, I don't see a graveyard as of yet, so it could be a tavern hero. Coming back around on the other side, on the south side of the map, we are looking at a, well, Death Knight coming in from Mango. No big surprises here. 2-minute mark just about to come up. And, well, the game will get underway. Death Knight gonna go ahead and pick up that Rod of Necromancy, move out here. Ghouls, a lot of them already swarming out across the map. Could be trying to go over here to that tavern, pick up that tavern hero. Will be ready in 2, 1, 0. What will it be? Trained a Beastmaster. Infi going Beastmaster first with a large number of ghouls ready to put in pressure. The Death Knight quickly turns around and says, you know what? I cannot keep up with the summons if you have a Beastmaster first. Those Quill Beasts or whatever summon you try to choose could be dealing a large amount of damage. The Death Knight, on the other hand, here is going to be in a strange spot. Bear, Misha, the bear already out here on the battlefield. I guess it's not technically Misha, as it is not, was it, well, Tagar, Bear Claw, as opposed to, oh, what experience will be given? It will be given to Mango, as Mango now looks to back away. That bear does deal a decent amount of damage and also tanks a decent amount of damage, as well as that giant sea turtle is just going to try to keep a little bit of distance here, trying to go in for a little bit of flank once again. Rod of Necromancy coming back across. Death Knight wanting to get in that Death Coil there, as the Infi's bear is racking up quite a bit of damage against that Death Knight, forcing that Death Knight back away. All right, a little bit of a skirmish all across the board here in the center portion of the map, as the Death Knight now trying to retreat back the other side here. The giant sea turtle down to 240 hit points. The Death Knight down to 400. Could get into the upper 400s here, as the Death Knight now looking to get a Death Coil off, but that is going to be late, as Infi's Beastmaster ends up getting the experience, and the Death Knight of Mango actually losing out on 75 mana without anything to show for it. For all of you guys who are on Twitch wondering why I am streaming so early, well, it's probably because you are not from the US. Daylight saving was observed, and well, now I am casting back, I guess, on my summer schedule. So for all you guys who are wondering where I was, that is, and watching this on YouTube, this is where I am or will be streaming for a little bit of time. Death Knight now trying to retreat back across here. We do see some Crypt Fiends out onto the battlefield. Necropolis taking the tier 2 for Mango, as Mango, well, trying to fight back here. Death Knight, however, now needs to protect against this Beastmaster, who is diving in with a number of skeletal minions as well as ghouls. Beastmaster could be in a little bit of trouble. You can see that the bear is currently out, and the bear could actually rack up large amounts of damage on those Crypt Fiends if your opponent is not careful. Skeletal minions after going after the acolytes here. This is a big problem indeed. A number of acolytes have fallen, and this is during the tech to tier 2, so those acolytes are not going to be replaced for quite some time. More damage is still racking up. There goes another acolyte there. There is, I believe, 3 acolytes total. 2 of them were taken down, as more units are going to get taken down once again. All right, continuing to come back around there. Death Knight now in a little bit of trouble. He gets surrounded, down to 105 hit points, as the units are still making their way back through, teleporting back off to the north, as the Spirit Tower and the Nerubian Tower is still racking up quite a bit of damage. Death Knight now needs to try and save up another low hit point acolyte. Acolyte trying to not stay still, as another acolyte could end up getting taken down here. One more shot should do it, and well, there it goes. Another skeletal minion blast there. Beastmaster is just diving in. Scroll of Town Portal now trying to get a timely retreat, as another unit does back away. Death Knight is sitting at level 2, has Unholy Aura, and now needs to make a bit of a play back. US changed their weeks 2 weeks earlier than Europe. Yep. All right, so I guess for all of you guys in the EU, well, you will be back on your normal schedule in about 2 weeks. Coming back around, Death Knight looking to go after this giant sea turtle creep camp. The tech to tier 2, well, 2 acolytes were lost there, so a significant amount of gold will be replaced there, about 500, 600 gold, in addition to having to retrain up to those units. Meanwhile, back off to the north here, Infi taking this opportunity to go after this creep camp off to the north and set up an expansion of his own. Black arrows are going to be coming in from the Dark Ranger of Mango, not Mongol, Now ready to put in some of that pressure. Graveyard now getting added in. Tech to tier 2 nearly done, as the Graveyard and the Tech to tier 2, well, he may misjudge his opponent, thinking that, you know what, there's no way that an expansion could be in line, as we are looking at a low hit point. Well, Ghoul trying to retreat back. Death Knight now trying to, well, finish off of one of those ghouls, perhaps getting the skeletal minion out, as the Beastmaster now out here onto the battlefield with double circuits of nobility. Those double circuits of nobility should help with more summons here, as we are looking at only another Misha Bear. No additional summon being added in as of yet, as the ghouls could take quite a bit of damage. Skeletal minion versus ghoul, both sides fighting their way back through, as the, well, units are charging back the other way. Dark Ranger really didn't get any real kills off. It looks as though the experience was given to the Death Knight instead, as the Bear now going to try to retreat back off to the north. All right, we're looking at the Acolyte and this Ziggurat here. The Bear is actually purposely trying to bait away towards the expansion. I guess that is a way to make it look like an expansion is not there in the hands of a professional player, as the Death Knight, well, and the Dark Ranger now making their way through as well. Dark Ranger could easily get some damage. We are looking at one Halls of the Dead tower. That is it. No Nerubian towers, as the Bear not going to come in from behind. Are we looking at a, well, the Altar of Darkness is there, but no second hero is being trained up as of yet, as the Beastmaster, well, wants to gain quite a bit of experience if he can, while that Halls of the Dead is still teching here. Meanwhile, back off to the north side, we can see that Infi's expansion has in fact been found out. Death Knight is now attempting to take it down. We can see some cold arrows. It could be splitting attacks between the two here, as the units are now coming over to reinforce. Dark Ranger and Death Knight both a bit slowed, as additional acolytes are making their way over. Tech to tier 3 has been started by Mango, as the Beastmaster wants to get to level 3, but may end up being just a little bit shy after this creep camp here. Death Knight sitting at level 2, Dark Ranger sitting at level 1, both not going to level up, but we are looking at perhaps more skeletal minions getting added onto the battlefield here to try and do some additional creeping as well. Coming back around, Beastmaster is had a level 2 variety, or level 2 bears. Bears gonna get up onto that high ground here. Bears do deal quite a bit of damage, and now also having 50% more hit points. Damage should rack up pretty quick, as that Mud Golem and the Forest Troll High Priest and Forest Troll Trappers should all get taken down quickly with their medium armor. Meanwhile, Death Knight's just shy of level 3. Dark Ranger should be able to get to level 2 if that Death Knight backs away in time, as skeletal minions of Infi still keeping track of where exactly everything is. Beastmaster comfortably at level 3 here. We're looking at the last Forest Troll High Priest, as last Forest Troll Trapper will get taken down. Goblin Shredder even higher amongst that fight, in order to add in a little bit of bonus melee damage. That normal damage is so high against some of those units. Dark Ranger does get to level 2, didn't need the Death Knight to back away, and we are looking at a 2 base Infi going up against a 1 base Mango, but Mango does have, well, does have tier 3, I believe, and should be able to train up a Lich or get an Orb of Corruption here momentarily. Death Knight now off to the north here, going to go after this, and will go after some of these units. Acolytes trying to retreat away. The Spirit Tower nearly done upgrading, as the Acolytes looking to back off here. We are looking at Acolytes trying to push back here once again, as what exactly is Infi doing? Using a Ritual Dagger to try and heal up his units without the help of the Death Knight or the Obsidian Statue to replenish lost hit points. Acolytes now making their way over. Repairs are underway on that Spirit Tower. Spirit Tower is getting quite a bit of repairs, but they are also going to get taken down, as well as the Scroll of Town Portal being used in order to execute the tactical retreat. All right, a couple of Acolytes were taken down here. Only one Acolyte will be mining. Perhaps more Ziggurats going to be coming across here to try and protect this location. And down to the south, Dark Ranger, Death Knight continuing to do a little bit of leveling. Lich is being trained up. We should be getting up an Orb of Corruption right behind this, as well as the Beastmaster of Infi really playing a bit of a solo game, and now gonna be trying to go after these enraged elementals as well. You can see that a Thunderbird is going to be added in here. There is that level 2 Thunderhawk able to get in some magic damage onto those units, and perhaps be able to take down these obsidian statues. The Beastmaster's Thunderhawk able to perhaps rack up quite a bit of damage onto those obsidian statues. Their heavy armor, their relatively slow movement speed, and the fact that the Thunderhawk's magic damage deals so much bonus damage could cause some serious problems. However, Web is also in the cards for the Crypt Fiends. coming back through Beastmaster, making sure that no additional expansion has been set up anywhere. A couple of Murlocs are going to get taken down here, quickly using that Ritual Dagger to free up an item slot, getting up an additional Ring of Protection +2. That Beastmaster still playing a bit of a solo game. Meanwhile, off to the north side here, there is Destroyers out, and this is a bit of a curious move by Infi. Infi going for, well, it's a summon-based army up against an undead, which is normally something you wouldn't even try due to Devour magic. Raging Bears, Thunderhawks, Quillbeasts all get taken down pretty easily by 2 or 3 Destroyers, as those Destroyers are going to be able to replenish hit points and also deal bonus damage after replenishing those hit points as well. Back off to the north side here, additional Spirit Towers trying to do more mining. Death Knight, Lich, Dark Ranger putting in pressure here. There's double Spirit, going to be soon to be triple Spirit Towers here to try and protect against this location. And although this undead army is scary when fighting up against another army, you can see it's mainly magic damage, heroic damage, and piercing damage. That is not going to do well against the buildings at all, as we're going to be looking at an engagement here. All right, a little bit of damage. There goes some, well, Goblin Sappers going to end up taking down. We are looking at a couple of ghouls going to be slain, as well as a Raging Bear going to absorb and will take down, will get taken down, giving level 3 to that Dark Ranger. Beastmaster trying to play a very, very calculating and careful game, wants to put in a pressure onto Infi's base here. We are looking at an expansion attempt as well, as the Beastmaster wants to get to level 3 or level 5 and will be able to do that. Level 5 off from this Beastmaster, level 3 Bear, and well, and perhaps going to be on the table, allowing that Bear to blink behind enemy lines and cause quite a bit of problem. All right, triple Spirit Tower, 1 Black Citadel. That is a lot of piercing damage over time against all of these units, as the Dark Ranger now makes its way over and going to finish off some of these units pretty easily. Where is exactly are all of these units going? There is 1, well, Spirit Bear, 1 Thunderhawk. There's that Spirit Bear being able to blink behind enemy lines here, as the Spirit Towers are now putting in pressure on both sides. Acolytes now trying to retreat back here, trying to race against that Black Citadel, but as you can see, that does not absorb that much damage. Thank you, Follow Darash, for the sub here, as we are looking at another crypt about to get taken down. A lot of home defense on both sides. Are we looking at any repairs on this Black Citadel? No, we are not. Thank you for the sub, Scars, as we are still getting underway. Was there a lot of subs gifted? I don't actually have a third monitor to monitor all of my, well, all of the Twitch traffic. It looks like it, in fact, it was. So whoever gifted the subs, thank you very much. If you want to stay anonymous, you can. As I know sometimes you just don't want the attention on yourself. Meanwhile, Thunderhawk now going after some of those ghouls, and finishing off many of those units as well. And this is the Beastmaster may actually get very close to, or get closer and closer to level 6, but the Black Citadel is gone. Without the Black Citadel, the bonus experience is actually completely been nullified. DJ Num Num Num. Well, I guess everyone can watch here whether or not they got gifted a sub, as the Spirit Tower still trying to fight back the other way. All right, down to the south here, it looks like there's proper protection as well. Beastmaster now looking to retreat back. 19 supply compared to 41. What is Infi's long-term strategy? It seems like he is falling apart at the seams. Dual Obsidian statues here. Death Knight continuing to put in all of this pressure. Dark Ranger putting in pressure as well. Skeletal Minion attempting to take down this last haunted gold mine here. Meanwhile, the main base going into mass boneyards. All right, so dual boneyards here. There is 1 necropolis taking the tier 2. The boneyards, are they able to train? I don't know if Black Citadel is required to train up the frost worms from the boneyard. I thought they were that. I'm not 100% sure. I think boneyards only train up frostworms, so once you have it down, you don't necessarily need that tier 3 building. It rarely ever comes up, though, since undead bases are notorious for being difficult to take down. All right, some remaining buildings still left behind here. Death Knight now trying to go after this additional expansion that Infi has taken over here. So just multiple base trade scenarios. Infi taking over this 3 o'clock base, and now, well, Dark Ranger and Lich trying to finish things off here. 28 supply compared to 50. A lot of gold is still being in the base or in the bank of Mango, as the Death Knight now trying to finish off some of these units here. Lich, Dark Ranger, Beastmaster now trying to make its way back over. There is a Frost Nova straight up onto that Beastmaster. Beastmaster could be in some serious trouble. Takes a Death Coil as well, as the Beastmaster now looks to retreat back. Are we going to see some more shenanigans trying to hide some additional bases or reestablish them as well? Infi coming back across here with that, well, reestablishing up his main gold mine. We are looking at a 50 supply army compared to 27. Infi is training up double frostworms right now. Is that going to be a very smart call, though? Repairs are underway on that spirit tower. As you can see, the skeleton minions are trying to finish things off here. Beastmaster now trying to make its way back over. Destroyers, well, 19 to 21 magic damage and are immune to magic, so the bone or the frostworms are not going to be able to do all that much here. Beastmaster now just standing right next to this his spirit tower, saying, okay, I'll gladly trade triple spirit tower damage to try and finish off that destroyer there. More repairs still underway. Additional repairs could be coming back across. No, that acolyte decided not to repair, and that could be, well, the start of that there. Meanwhile, Beastmaster still in the back, still considering his options, as a new haunted gold mine is going to be, well, we'll finish haunting in just a moment. Acolyte still trying to haunt, getting in more gold here. Lich, Dark Ranger able to rack up quite a bit of damage still, as the Beastmaster considers his options and is moving out across the map, perhaps looking to set up an additional expansion over here at what I'll call the 8 o'clock position. All right, destroyers. The destroyer unable to attack here. The frostworms should be able to deal quite a bit of damage, actually. If one frostworm is overhead on top of all of these spirit towers, I don't believe, well, the Crypt Fiends and the Meat Wagon should be able to easily take it down. I take it back. Frostworms continuing to engage here. Mantle of Intelligence dropped for a Scroll of the Beast, as we see that quickly being used to try and, well, finish off more creep camps. Beastmaster looking to clear up and get gold any way he can, and going out across the map here, as we're looking at a couple of abolished magics coming in from that Murgle Snarecaster. All right, Blinking Bear jumps straight into the front line there. That Gargantuan Sea Turtle taking quite a bit of damage from each attack of the Thunderhawk and that Frostworm. Those worms going to get taken down pretty fast. We're looking at a Potion of Greater Healing being left behind here. Going to quickly use that Potion of Greater Healing and then pick up those Circlets of Nobility again, now back up to full hit points. All right, Frostworms could look to deal large amounts of damage. No mana on that Beastmaster, though. So how much damage can it really hope to deal? As well, that Frostworm going to be able to really, well, two-shot any of those ghouls. 1-2 shot. Derrico taking it down, trying to rack up a little bit more experience again. All right, Undead here trying to get up to level 5 or perhaps level 3 on that Lich. Level 2 Frost Nova should be a big deal as well. Double level up with now a level 4 Dark Ranger. And leaving behind, what is that item? A Claws of Attack plus 12. That should definitely be given to the Lich, and that range attack. Coming back and down to the south here, Altar of Darkness freezing up a little bit of damage, trying to take down these buildings once more. A couple of Spirit Towers and Nerubian Towers are off over here as well. And is this going to be enough to take down these buildings? Multiple Spirit Towers. Goblin Shredder now being forced to retreat back. Goblin Shredder absorbing quite a bit of damage. Can easily get taken down. One more shot, it gets taken down, as the Death Knight still staying at level 4. All right, Thunderhawk making its way back out across here, trying to take down a Meat Wagon. Is he going to be able to take it down in time? That is the question. One more shot is going to do it. No, 2 more shots would do it, but the web comes down in time to prevent the last hit on that Meat Wagon. Down to the south here, Frostworms going straight after the Spirit Towers and these buildings here to try and slow down their attack. You're going to see a little bit of repairs underway, perhaps, as we are now going to go into a Scroll of Town portal. All right, tactical retreat is in order. Web being brought over into play, and all the units do retreat back, but the main gold mine was in fact lost. Down over here on the bottom left, Infi saying, you know what, I can build expansions all day. Can you take them down? 1 base undead going up against 4 base undead, but still, is anyone's game at this point and stage. Dark Ranger, Lich, and Death Knight now trying to make its way back over. Death Knight trying to make sure there is no expansion here. Sees that another expansion is underway here. Quick cancellations once more. And unsummoning of those, unsummoning of that haunted gold mine. Is he going to unsummon the necropolis? No, he is not, leaving that necropolis there, as a new expansion could be established fairly quickly. All right, new haunted gold mine here. This haunted gold mine nearly completed. Spirit towers being reestablished across the board. We are looking at frost worms and gargoyles ready to make a bit of a play as this haunted gold mine looks like it could end up getting taken down. Goblin Shredder trying to rotate positions once again as it does not want to be within blast range of that of that destroyer and any of these undead units here. Constant in hit and run tactics. We are looking at multiple frost worms taking down or shutting down the mining on a lot of these buildings, as now suddenly we are looking at the bear. The bear should actually be able to blink and get in front of some of those acolytes here pretty quickly. Scroll of Town Portal now being brought back over. Staff of Teleportation says, you know what, the Beastmaster, I'm going to go ahead and head away. All right, there's a little bit of things off to the side here. Gargoyles, frost worms hiding off to the side. 33 supply compared to 46, army size 27 compared to 41, as Infi is looking to re-establish up some gold mines again. All right, light mining over here at the 3 o'clock location. Beastmaster looking to see where it could travel off to next. There's a couple of skeletal minions still, or dark minions, wandering around as the Frostworms say, surprise, I never really left, and now going after those acolytes again. All right, it looks as though Gargoyle could end up getting taken down. I don't believe Stone Form was researched. More acolytes were being trained up. We're now looking at 4/5 as Infi tries to retreat back once again. Beastmaster now trying to retreat back here. There's some Black Arrows, Death Coil, as the Death Knight just only at level 4, not yet at level 5, unable to launch a level 3 Death Coil. That would have put him in range of that Frost Nova final blast. Continuing to battle things up here. Acolyte could try and start to get in some mining. Beastmaster, Frostworms, Gargoyles, all here getting ready to go, getting ready to engage. Nightcrawler going to get taken down here as well. Infi going to pick up a Tome of Strength as that Beastmaster stays at level 5. Unsummoning a couple more buildings once again. Destroyer is now just going to go after some of these buildings, perhaps try to get some additional experience as the Beastmaster tries, what did he, picks up a Potion of Rejuvenation to try and heal up and get in a bit more hit points and mana. All right, back off to the north. New haunted gold mine getting underway. This gold mine is under full saturation. There's only about 2.5 minutes left of mining from the main gold mine of Mango, as a lot of mining has been disrupted time and again. Death Knight now trying to retreat away here. Is he going to launch a Death Coil? No, cannot launch Death Coils at any of these units here, as the Misha Bear could be able to perhaps get in a bash, can blink in front of the Death Knight as well, and then cause a little bit of disruption still. All right, Death Knight going to go ahead. Are we going to get a lucky bash here? Oh, there is a bash indeed, forcing the Scroll of Town Portal instead. Death Knight going to go ahead and teleport back down to the south here. Perhaps try to pick up a Potion of Healing, low on gold. Where is he going to head off to next? As the bear could blink and bash and try to close in on that distance. There's one swipe there, down to 162 hit points. There's a bash, down to 106 hit points, as the bear could try to blink in front once more. Death Knight with Unholy Aura double backs around. What is he doing? As the units are coming back the other side here to try and engage. Beastmaster not going after any of those units. There's another bash once more. There's a Frost Nova there as the, Death Knight finally using that Health Stone. Staff of Teleportation allowing the Beastmaster to retreat back once again as the bear eats through that Health Stone on that Death Knight. Death Knight forced to use it there as the bear now wanting to make sure he doesn't accidentally give experience and give level 3 to that Death Knight. Frostworms, one Gargoyle in this army here, playing a major harassment game. Necropolis is right there. Mining still here. Mining still getting on over here as well, as we could be looking at another, more buildings trying to be placed down to replenish the ones that were lost. Frostworm, Thunderhawk, Spirit Bear, all getting ready to engage, perhaps take down some of these buildings again and again. There's a bit of repairs as well, as you can see that the Frostworms are trying to attack different sets of buildings, and by attacking different sets of buildings, able to, shut down any counter attack here. Spirit Bear behind enemy lines here, causing a bit of problems. The bear should perhaps be going after that Cryptbeam with that bash, causing some major problems. I forget, it doesn't critical strike, it only hits with bash, but that seems to be quite enough, as well as More engagement still getting underway. Trying to go after another Crypt Fiend here. Oh, two Crypt Fiends with Bash as that Spirit, or as that Crypt Fiend is going to end up getting taken down. And now the Beastmaster is sitting at level 6. Staff of Teleportation. Frostworms, no, that's a Scroll of Town Portal, able to retreat back away as additional Acolytes need to begin mining once more. All right, mining at the 12 o'clock location has come to a stop. Mining at the 3 o'clock location, trying to get started once more. Mining at the 7 o'clock location, full saturation and partial saturation inside of the main base here at, well, the 10 o'clock location. All right, every expansion except for this one has been mined from at least so far, as additional Acolytes are trying to repair some of these lost buildings again. Spirit Bear taking quite a bit of damage, also being slowed down quite a bit. Frostworms are going to make their way back over, and we could be looking at, well, Thunder Lizard to try and take down some of these buildings here. All right, the Thunder Lizards could have actually come in from the other direction here, trying to take down some of these key precious buildings. Silence on the Dark Ranger. Dark Ranger is stopping that Beastmaster from getting in too much damage. Beastmaster may be forced to use the Scroll of Town Portal. Are we going to see repairs get underway to take down some of these towers? Yes, we are, but only one taken down. This Nerubian tower able to stay safe. Coming back through all of the Acolytes here, we're taking down additional Acolytes, going to transfer back over, get trained up, and start some more mining once again. Infi only has about 5 minutes of mining left on that base there. This one's still trying to be established, as Infi and Mango are playing a bit of a marathon session match here on Tide Hunters. All right. Are we going to see an unsummoning again? Yes, we are. Infi going to unsummon this gold mine here at that 8 o'clock location. We can see one Spirit Bear being left just in the center portion of the map right there. A little bit of damage being done. Meanwhile, Thunderhawk, the level 2 variety. We should be looking at a third one here. Oh, there's a little bit of slow onto that Death Knight. Death Knight taking quite a bit of damage there. No bashing bear, though, as a big Frost Nova goes down on the Beastmaster. Death Knight does have level 3 Death Coil. Could try to add in a little bit more damage on that departing Beastmaster, but does not get it, as now the Beastmaster is in a little bit of trouble. Has a potion of mana and a potion of healing, trying to get back away, and needs to regroup with the rest of his army. If that Beastmaster goes, it is going to be perhaps the end of it here, as the Death Knight and Lich may be able to get a Death Coil Frost Nova. There's a Death Coil, there's a Frost Nova, and the Scroll of Town Portal now being used to head back. Well, where is it going? Back here in the center. Potion of healing being used, and, well, picking up that circlet of abilities back up again to try and, well, bolster his hit points. All right, this has been quite a bit of a marathon match here. Down to the south here, Frostworms going after some of these buildings and just trying to turn this into a base race scenario. Lich is teleporting back, able to rack up quite a bit of damage, trying to finish off that Frostworm there. Bear is also nearby, as well as the Frostworms are still trying to keep a little bit of distance. Beastmaster coming back across here. Beastmaster is still not close to level 7. Level 3 Hawk could be able to deal quite a bit more damage, as well as the Dark Ranger and the Crypt Fiends are still launching additional attacks inside the base of Infi. More mining is still happening underway. Infi still having 6 minutes of mining here, still having plenty of mining here, but the Death Knight and the Lich now back out here onto the battlefield, trying to shut down this mining before it, well, is able to really pay for itself. Thank you for the follow. Death Knight now teleporting back over to the rest of the army here. Beastmaster now trying to retreat. Infi is still playing a little bit of a dangerous game, only with Beastmaster. Death Coil onto that Beastmaster again. Destroyer is trying to regroup here as that Beastmaster turns the corner and is able to teleport. Well, where did it teleport back to? Next back to home, and this could be a problem, as there are Crypt Fiends, Dark Ranger, and a Destroyer there, as the Beastmaster now trying to make its way back off to the north here. All right, Frostworms trying to work together here. This could cause a little bit of problems, a little bit of slow damage onto this unit here. We're looking at the Spirit Bear able to blink back up to the front. This could be some big problems, though, as the Frostworm now down to 225 hit points gets back up on the high ground to try and hide itself and stay safe. Where is that Beastmaster? Beastmaster, well, yeah, where is that Beastmaster? Trying to keep track of where all of the units are. Beastmaster hiding amongst all of his buildings. Yeah, looking for that slight glow on the minimap. Unable to find that Beastmaster, as we're going into Slaughterhouse now and a Tomb of Relics. All right, A sudden shift in tactic as Infi now once more sets up this base here at the 8 o'clock expansion location. Full saturation for just a little bit of time before the Dark Ranger, Crypt Fiends, and Destroyer are here to try to stop it in its tracks once more. All right, there goes an Acolyte taking down Bear, now still going after the Death Knight. Death Knight is actually the weakest link or the glue that holds this army together. If this Death Knight gets taken down, that is just going to be a big deal. All right, coming back around, and Beastmaster going to try and protect this expansion location as the Death Knight now shows up to the party. There's the Death Coil onto that unit here. Staff of Teleportation, Bear on, Blink onto that Crypt Fiend. Crypt Fiend could get one more Blink. Death Knight needs to get a Death Coil off. We're going to see a Blink on that Bear to finish things off. Death Knight not even bothering to try and save this here, as the units are finally going to be saved there. A full 500 or 600 hit point heal. A bit of overheal there. Obsidian Statue now out on the battlefield to provide healing for the Frostworms and these Beastmaster. Down to the south, a new expansion trying to be established once more. Crypt Fiends looking to take down this haunted gold mine, as this haunted gold mine is still waiting to get saturated, and this one waiting for acolytes. All right. Additional healing still underway, waiting to get as much mana as possible. Picks up the double circuit of nobility after using the potion of mana, and should be able to make another move out here onto the battlefield. Lich does a quick check here at the 3 o'clock expansion, sees that there's no acolytes, but still looking to get into a little bit of an engagement there. Haunting of this gold mine, only 1,800 gold left. At some point, it is not worth trying to take that expansion, as Infi is still not giving up. Remember, Mango has not mined any gold for, I would say, at least 10 to 15 minutes. And without mining any gold for 15 minutes, this battle of attrition does start to add up quite a bit. All right, we're looking at the Thunder Lizards trying to take down this Black Citadel here. And, well, we are looking at still more healing. Death Knight now trying to make its way back over. Death Coil onto the Beastmaster. Beastmaster now looking to retreat back. Could try and engage here. There is an Obsidian Statue joining in on the battle, and that could spell problems as another Death Coil does go down. Beastmaster does not have, I repeat, does not have a Scroll of Town Portal, but does have a Staff of Teleportation, able to get back under the cover of all of his base here, as we are still sitting at Halls of the Dead. 6.5 on that Beastmaster. Quite a bit of damage was done, and repairs may be necessary to try and save some of these buildings, as we are looking at, well, another Acolyte just trying to get some work done here at this haunted gold mine. Meanwhile, same thing is going to be happening here, as we are finally getting full saturation at the main base once more. All right, there's about 2 minutes and 2.5 minutes of mining left that Infi can, well, somewhat easily do before he has to start expanding closer and closer to his opponent's base. The army of Infi, however, is well, quite advanced as well. 25 supply, does have double obsidian statues, providing hit points and mana, as the Lich, Death Knight, and Dark Ranger now still making their way around. If that Dark Ranger, however, gets to level 6, this game is definitely going to be over, as level 6 Dark Ranger could easily, well, possess these Frostworms and turn things around at a moment's notice. All right, going after these buildings here. Staff of Teleportation coming back around. Staff of Teleportation coming back in. Death Knight now going after some of these units. Scroll of Town Portal in order to do a tactical retreat is in order, and, well, they are all going to be able to back away. Not engaging against Infi, or not teleporting back to the main base or a base here to try and defend, as the Bear is just trying to catch up and get some damage onto that Crypt Fiend. Crypt Fiend down to 100 or down to 94 hit points. Big Death Coil right there saving. Greater Dark Minion still racking up quite a bit of damage, 16 to 19 damage per hit. Coming back through. Dual Obsidian Statues, 2 dual Frostworms, and a Beastmaster still looking to engage main gold mines. A minute left mining here. This is going to be out of gold, and this one waiting to get full, a full platoon of Acolytes mining once more. Mango at no point has tried to establish up an expansion at all, and that's what happens against Infi. He has pretty much mined from every single base on this map now, and will continue to try and do so. Lich, even with his plus 20 damage, unable to rack all that much. Beastmaster picking up some additional units here, or picking up some additional items here, and getting in a little bit of, well, additional gold as well, as that apprentice will get taken down. Down to the south, it looks as though Greater Dark Minion going to be able to finish off an Acolyte pretty easily. The Acolyte taking does not get taken down as the time life comes to an end. Acolytes on the Blight do have a crazy amount of regeneration. All right. Infi still doing more creeping, pure up of vitality on that Beastmaster. That Beastmaster now having quite a bit of hit points, 1,400 hit points, and now ready to try and engage and save this Death Knight here. Death Coil on to the Beastmaster here, but the Beastmaster can pretty much shake that off now with at 1,400 hit points. If he drops the Circuit of Nobilities and that pure up of vitality, and then uses that potion of healing, that ends up translating into an additional 250 hit points constant or pretty consistently. Death Knight, Death Coil going straight up onto that Beastmaster. Beastmaster still taking a little bit of damage here. Dark Ranger now trying to dive on in here, but only can take down Ziggurats and Spirit Towers as this base was finally cleaned up. All right, only one mining base left for Infi at the 3 o'clock position. Bear and Thunderhawk still trying to chase down the other side here. A lot of acolytes perhaps needing to stay on auto repair to try and protect these buildings once more, as the Crypt Fiend now being forced to retreat back as well. Greater Dark Minion racking up a little bit of damage. Crypt Fiend gonna get a big death coil to try and stay alive, as the Spirit Bear trying to blink in front of that Death Knight and cause problems. Are we gonna perhaps see a little bit more damage rack up over time, as this one Spirit Tower is about to get taken down? Beastmaster gonna get healed back up in the center portion of the map, has mana, has hit points, should be ready to go here in just a moment, as the Dark Ranger is trying to get to level 6, and I think that is exactly the play that Mango is trying to do, just trying to get to level 6 on the Dark Ranger as the game-winning condition to get possession onto any of those Frostworms. Meanwhile, turning back around though, we are looking at the Thunder Lizards, well, absolutely destroying this base here. Staff of Preservation, or Staff of Teleportation coming across, and followed by a Silence to stop that Beastmaster from being able to do far too much. All right. A Dark Ranger is going to finish off this Thunderhawk here. The Black Citadel doesn't want to get the final hit. I believe the Dark Ranger did get a little bit of experience there. Now only 111 experience away from being able to get possession. Frostworms, what is this? Triple Frostworms coming back around. They're trying to retreat back. I believe he quickly realizes that there is no slow debuff onto those units. That is just an illusion, and now going to be going after Acolytes instead. All right, units are going to get taken down one at a time. Dark Ritual Lich now has plenty of mana once again, trying to take down as many as possible and getting even more and more experience. Dark Ranger back up to, or only needs about, 79 more experience. Finishing off these Spirit Towers could be enough. Meanwhile, down to the south here, Bears now trying to make their way through. One Frostworm is right there, and this is turning into a bit of a scenario trying to save or salvage everything. Acolyte's going to try and mine over here at the 5 o'clock location. Acolytes are mining, or not 5 o'clock, 7 o'clock location and 8 o'clock location. Mining has already begun. No mining here, as the Undead Army, the Dark Ranger, the Death Knight, and the Lich still working together here. 29 supply compared to 40. Infi has outlasted his opponent by just constantly trying to set up expansions and get a little bit more gold. Dark Ranger looking to finish off more of these units here. There goes a little bit more damage, and there goes more damage again. Dark Ranger now only 63 experience away from getting up to level 6 and then getting that possession, which would greatly change these Frostworms here. All right, Frostworms attempting to take down some of those skeletal minions as they are retreating back. Beastmaster still sitting only at level 6, not quite at level 7 for that level 3 Thunderhawk. More engagement underway. This expansion looks like it will get taken down. Acolytes are unable to do anything here. We do have a couple of items for the Dark Ranger that, or in the Undead Army, that they could sell, and by selling them could repair more of these buildings once again. Acolytes now looking to retreat back as the skeletal minions are going after these Acolytes as they are mining once more. Dark Ranger, it is now 47 experience away from possession. Possession being the big deal there, as we are now looking at the Beastmaster, well, blinking down, trying to put in pressure, and well, the Frostworms could really, slow things down and stop a bunch of the counterattack right here. This one Frostworm able to cause triple freeze, as now the Beastmaster going to go ahead and teleport back and try to head into a different direction. Dark Ranger down, still 39 experience away, wants to finish off more units. Are we going to see that big Frost Nova could cause problems? There goes some units. There is some more Acolytes falling down. Dark Ranger needing only 7 more experience Is he going to be able to find it? No, he is not. 7 experience there. Where's the Dark Ranger traveling off to now? Dark Ranger going to go ahead and head back across here, try and engage. There's a quick silence as we're looking at, problems abounding for all of these units. Death Knight now trying to make its way back over. There's a Death Coil trying to finish off the Beastmaster. Beastmaster not going to end up getting taken down here as a couple of acolytes. Nope, no acolytes are left at all. Trying to train up an acolyte and then repair all of these buildings may be necessary as we're looking at this haunted gold mine about to get taken down again. Still, one gold mine mining, another one trying to be reestablished. This gold mine only has 600 gold left. Really not worth it, as the Beastmaster is just trying to win out this war of attrition. All right. Dark Ranger, if it was just by itself a couple of times, could have been able to finish things off. You can see the Dark Ranger really wants that little bit of level 6 and gets up to level 6 now. Possession is on the table, and well, the game should pretty much be over. Dark Ranger should be able to teleport back down to the south here, get some frost worms, and now turn the tide. All right, that was a bit of a marathon match to try and get that back here as we're now making our way back over. All right, a handful of buildings are all that are left, though. No additional acolytes for Mango, so Mango really needs to kick this into overdrive, gets possession, and now gonna perhaps try and finish off some of these other units here. All right, so getting a frost worm and now suddenly switching the tides here as we are looking at the Dark Ranger currently waiting for that cooldown on that possession to come to an end. One frost worm getting taken down here as the Frostworm could easily start slowing down the attack on that Beastmaster as well. All it took was one Frostworm, one level 6 Dark Ranger, and now the game has completely changed as the Frostworm can easily go after these Obsidian statues, and each Obsidian statue represents so many hit points. One more blast, it gets taken down as well. That one Frostworm turning the tide of the battle there, as we are still seeing more and more fights getting underway. Dark Ranger could make its way back over, perhaps try and possess another acolyte here, and by possessing an acolyte, getting the ability to summon up more buildings as well. All right, it looks like things are good for Mango right now as Infi is down to 18 supply. Beastmaster now trying to retreat back. We're down to 43 minutes, but that's really all it took right there. Death Coil, Frost Nova, and that should be the game. A beautiful, beautiful game by Mango, taking down Infi just in this war of attrition. I think Mango could have done a little bit more to try and guarantee that the Dark Ranger was the one to get that possession ability and level up faster. And in the end, that's really all of that mattered. Going to go ahead and speed things up because, well, the final score is still not being displayed here. There we have it. The amount of gold, 24,000 more resources for for Infi than Mango, but Mango still coming away with the victory. 18,000 gold mined difference. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.